Hi all, sorry the video is late, a little hectic week, I'll explain that later. But for now, let's see what I've got done. So as you can see, I finally finished that virus shawl. Good chunk of that was done in the waiting rooms, and then I just thought, oh, it's almost finished, I might as well just finish it. So this is my finished object for the week. You can see it's not blocked out yet, but it doesn't hang too bad because it is not blocked. It will be blocked out later along with the two shawls that I done a few months ago that I still haven't blocked out either. But for those who don't know, this is the virus shawl, but I'm sure most of you know what the virus shawl is. This was done in the Northern Lights. I can't remember the colour code, I'm afraid. I think it might have been NR1, but I'm not 100% sure. I lost the label to it. It comes with moving around so many times, but yeah, it was definitely Northern Lights anyway. And yeah, it was very short, and I'm quite happy with it. I think the colour change worked quite nicely, so I'm quite impressed with it, and it's still so soft. I don't want to use more of it, but I don't have any more, so I can't. But yeah, so that's my only finished object for the day. When I finished that and I still had more waiting room work to do, I went back to remember the scarf that I was making with the marble chunky. So I'm back to doing that one, which I just untangle, there we go. So this is what I got done so far. As you can see, the colour change is quite pretty because it's not dead lined, it's kind of mixing. You can see, got a way to go. There we go, and there's the point. So I'm getting there on that. It's going to be as long as the red one I done, so it's got a little way to go yet. I've only got this much left of this ball, so I'll be moving on to the other part ball that I got. Hopefully it should still be enough even with that. This has been done with a 7mm hook. I don't know if that'll focus, but will it focus? There. Did it focus? Well, it's 7mm anyway. So that's the marble chunky with 7mm, and it's coming along quite nicely. It will be used for more waiting room because I have more appointments to go. If you remember, part of my crafty goals was to start doing my own patterns. So I'm starting on one. I ripped it out about 4 times. I haven't got very far because I keep changing my mind. I even started with planning a knitting pattern, but decided I wanted the top to be a crochet one. So I've changed it so many times, it's ridiculous. But this is as far as I've got so far. I don't pull it out as I go. So this is being done in the raglan style. So, and it's going to be a V-neck. So it sits on, and as you can see just slightly it's coming down. That's more like that, so it will join in around there. But it needs sitting out, and then obviously the arms will come down. But the whole top won't be like that. It's just the top part around to the just under the bust area will be done with, hopefully, will be done with these single crochets and half double crochet, sorry. Now what I'm doing, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going through the back and front loops on it to give a textured view. So I think you can sort of see that. So it's given a little texture. But once I've done that bit, it's going to be kind of an empire waist, so it flows out over my fat tummy. And I'm thinking I might do that with broomstick lace and come up with something with that, but I'm not 100% sure because again I keep changing my mind. But I'm working on it, so I am working on my own patterns slowly but surely. I will have other jumpers and tops I've got planned, and I also got some corner to corner squares and afghans planned, but I've got to chart them out, so I've got a lot of ideas, I've just got to get them out. If you remember seeing my corner to corner Santa that I'm working on the collab with Terry from Yarn Joy podcast. My mum's seen it and she really liked it, but she refuses to wait the month by month to do the collab. So she's picked her own blocks from, I gave her a choice of different blocks, and she's picked her own, and I will be working on that separately as not part of the collab. So there will be a few squares you see done twice. Because my mum she doesn't want to wait. And if your mum doesn't want to wait, she doesn't wait. So yeah, there will be actually 2 corner and corner Christmas blankets going on my channel. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's much else I've got done yarn wise, because I've just ripped that pattern out and redone it and ripped it out and redone it so many times. I've not had time for much else. And I've had studying to do. So I think that's probably about it on my crochet, knitting, crafty side of things. So the rest of this is just going to be life updates. So as some of you know, I've been having a lot of hospital and doctor's appointments. I think I done my last one of these updates on Tuesday last week, didn't I? So you didn't get updates on my hospital and doctors last Thursday and Friday, I don't think, which went okay. Thursday was up to have my ultrasound scans on the cyst. While there, she decided that I shouldn't have been having an ultrasound. I should have been having the CT scan the first radiologist suggested. But she had a look anyway, and apparently the cyst hasn't grown, so it's still only 11 centimetres, which is fab. But it's definitely not an ovarian. It's likely not a kidney one either. It's probably attached to the fatty layer inside. There's a whole name for it that I don't know, but we're going to have more to see. So I got a phone call from the doctors today to say that she's booking me in for the CT scan, and also to see a gastro doctor, because that's been suggested. So we'll wait and see. If this gets cut off, it's because my battery is currently flashing at me. I didn't realise it was so low, so it might be that this comes up even later. So yeah, so that was how Thursday went. Friday was just discussing with the doctor about what has been going on with my blood tests and things. Some of them were done wrong, so were useless. Some have come back clear. And obviously she said about ringing up the radiologist and sorting the CT scan, which she's done today. And then yesterday I had my other hospital appointment with the cortisol doctor. I don't know the name, you know me. But she's ordered a bunch more tests as well, so I've got some more tests to go to. And I have to go back to her in 8 weeks, and the results for these tests, which I've got to do, will go to my doctor and I'll discuss with her. I've got to have another blood test, but this time I've got to miss my asthma pump for one evening and one morning, and then go and have the blood test done at 9 o'clock. Well, before 9. So I'll be getting that done as early as possible on the 2nd, because I also have a doctor's appointment at 8:30 on the 2nd. Now I also have to do a 24-hour urine test. So they gave me these massive containers that I've basically got to wee into for 24 hours and take that up, and they're doing some kind of tests on that too, so we'll see how that goes and whatever they say. So that's all me medical stuff, and I've just finished doing my part of my study I need to do. I have to do a draft wiki page on online communities. So I've done that, and hopefully I've done it right. The rest of my group have to read it, comment on it, tell me how to improve it before it becomes the set page for the TMA. So we'll see how that goes, and then tomorrow I need to get started on the actual WordPress page, which we've decided the hotel will be in Salisbury. And it's to go to Stonehenge, so I have to do a map from Salisbury to Stonehenge. I have to write up what the local tourist stuff is, information, and put that on to the page, so I've got to get that done. And that's most of my TMA once I've done that, but that's going to take several days, if not several weeks to do. I've got to get it done by the 8th, but I have to have discussions with the rest of the groups on style, theme, colours, all that sort of stuff, so it's got a little way to go. So I think that's everything. I was going to do some shout outs, but this battery is really flashing, so I will do that in a separate video, so sorry about that. But do remember to check out the hashtag smallyarncreators, which I will still be adding to this video. So until I get a chance to charge this battery, I will see you all next time, and take care. Bye!